Okay, everything's all set up, everything looks good. I'm not completely sure what we're about to go into, but we're about to go into something, probably with a lot of books. Library of Ruina. We will see what happens. It is mature streams, so that's going to be interesting. English. We speak English here, even if we don't do it well sometimes, most of the time. Yeah, not completely sure what we're getting ourselves into, but we're getting ourselves into something. A library of ruin. Okay. First things first, if I remember right, this might be a little graphic heavy. I don't remember. We're not lagging, right? We're not lagging. We're fine. Options. Okay. There's not even no texture quality. Would probably be the quality control. Wonder what's up with that option. Oh, that's probably the continue option. Probably. Okay, new game. Scene 1 Canard. Whoa. Already got an achievement for starting the game, I guess. I go out to the street, my hands in my pockets.
아직
And
이곳을
it
나갈
is
수는
voiced.
없어.
Okay, very good.
끝까지 나는 자유롭지 못하네.
Chromager said. What's your GPU?
Like the actual processing speed or the actual unit? Because I would have to actually look at what the actual unit is. But theoretically, it's an 8 GB RAM. Theoretically. I've heard from somebody that the virtual RAM or something like that is actually different. I don't know much about specifics like that. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop. I'm not the smartest when it comes to that sort of thing. Where the heck is it? It's supposed to be right there, isn't it? Why are you being weird? GPU is the graphics, yeah. AMD Ryzen 5 5600 is the processor I've got. For better or worse.
분수에 맞지 않는 꿈을 품어서는 안 된다는 거야?
젠장 불안 눈물. 이딴 방식으로 일을 처리할 줄이야. 뭐가 어떻게 된 거야? 이 연기들은 뭐고? 믿을 수밖에.
한 번만 말할게. 난 복잡하게 돌려서 말하는 것을 정말 싫어해. 그러니까 괜히 말 늘리지 말고 묻는 말에만 대답해. 물론 질문도 하지 마. 넌 어디서 그리고 어떤 목적을 가진 채 이곳에 어떻게 들어왔지?
뭐야? 넌 누군데? 속이 메스껍고 울렁거리는데.
내 다리.
Chromager.
난 경고했고 넌
That's
어겼어.
CPU LOL.
다시
not
한번
the
물어볼게.
GPU. Most games don't care about CPU.
Well, like I said, I don't know much about computer specs. I just know enough to know to look at the RAM and suggested RAM and to know whether or not it's big enough, 8 and 16 and all that.
넌 어디서 그리고 어떤 목적으로 이곳에 그리고 어떻게 들어왔지?
그냥 길을 걷다가 정신을 차려보니 여기였어. 어떻게 들어왔는지 몰라. 진짜 오른쪽 다리에서 피가 줄줄 나오잖아. 이런 영문도 모르는 곳에 올 생각은 전혀 없었다고. 난 오후 1시쯤에 대충 일어나서 무작정 13구 골목 어딘가를 걷고 있었고, 이왕 나온 김에 목적지도 있으면 좋겠다 싶어서 이번 주 스페셜 샌드위치를 판다는 헤맨 팡팡이란 곳에도 들리려고 했어. 아무튼 당장에 빠져나갈 돈은 많지 일거리는 없지. 1인 사무소라 해도 나 혼자서 어떻게든 먹고 살...
너무 길게 말했어. 다음엔 나머지 왼쪽 팔과 왼쪽 다리야. 목적도 없고 이곳으로 오게 된 방법도 모른다라. 넌 누구지?
그냥 평범한 밑바닥 해결사야. 대체 뭐야 여긴? 넌 누구고? 한 개만 자르다가 갑자기 2개를 가져가 버리는 건 반칙이잖아.
This lady really does not mess with trespassers. God damn.
질문은 내가 해. 이름은?
롤랑.
좋아. 이곳은 도서관이야. 그리고 아직 손님을 받기 전이지. 그런데 네가 갑자기 튀어나왔어. 이곳에 초대받지 않은 손님은 절대 들어올 수 없도록 설계하느라
Sorry you said
많은 수고가
something about
들었는데 말이야.
breaks and hours and such. My internet was being a sushi baka.
I hate it when the internet is a sussy baka. You've got one job, right? It's to feed the internet. Yeah, here in about 2 hours at 1600 my time, I'm going to have to take a 2-hour break to go help my grandpa with something. 2 to 3 hours, depending on how long it takes. But we will be back after that. Probably about 1900 my time for another 4 hours or so, 4 or 5 hours. Because, you know, you gotta help your family. When your grandpa calls you up and says he needs your help, you gotta help your family. It is what it is.
Chromager said,
젠장,
I
내
see.
팔다리가 장사 미천이었는데 새로 구할 돈도 담보도 이제 없단 말이야.
기절했군. 일어나.
내 다리, 내 팔. 뭐야? 멀쩡하게 붙어있잖아.
Oh, so that's why she was going so hard on him, because it wasn't actually happening. Well, that makes a bit of sense, I guess.
이걸로 다시 팔을 휘두르고 걸을 수 있을 거야. 전에 몸보다 더 쓰기 편하도록 몇 가지 재구성을 해두었어. 네가 무단 침입을 하기는 했지만 내가 일방적으로 앗아갔으니 그에 대한 사과의 표시야. 난 인내심이 많고 자상하거든.
인내심이 많기는 개뿔. 이걸 고맙다고 해야 하는 거야? 그리고 아직도 경고가 유효한 건 아니지?
그래. 네가 기절해 있는 동안 나도 몇 가지 생각을 해봤거든. 결론은 이거야. 너는 이곳에서 나를 도와줘야겠어.
뭐? 요즘 조직에서는 이런 식으로도 납치를 하는 건가? 아니면 이곳은 날개 중 한 곳이야? 특이점 연구 실험 대상자들을 여기저기서 납치한다고 하는데 내가 아는 사람도 그런 실험의 피해로 차원을 넘나들게 됐다고. 결국 내 팔자가 그렇지.
여기는 도서관이야. 어떤 조직을 말하는지 모르겠지만 적어도 날개는 아니야.
관심 없어. 뭐든 간에 난 여기에 갇혀서 무언가를 착취당해야 하는 거지?
그래. 너를 살려두는 이유는 2가지야. 첫 번째, 초대받지도 않았는데 이곳에 들어온 것에 대한 분석이 필요해.
Also, am I imagining things, or is that Chinese? Are they speaking Chinese? I'm not lingual in either Chinese or Japanese, but it's kind of new for me to hear Chinese instead of Japanese. I swear they're speaking Chinese instead of Japanese. I'm not hearing things right.
이유도 모르고 너를 밖으로 내보내거나 살려두는 건 도서관에 있어서 크나큰 위험 요소야. 뭐, 이제 너도 내 허가 없이 나갈 수 없는 놈이지만. 2번째, 난 이제부터 도시에 대한 책을 얻으며 단 하나의 절대적인 책을 구할 거야. 이 과정을 도와주면 돼. 넌 도시에서 살고 있는 인간이니까 여러 가지 도움이 될 거라 기대하고 있어.
언젠가 이렇게 될 줄 알았어. 쥐도 새도 모르게 사람들은 사라지고 고깃덩이가 돼서야 발견되고 그러니까.
조심성도 없고 운도 없는 녀석들이라고 비웃었는데 막상 당해보니 이건 조심성이고 뭐고 전혀 상관도 없는 거였네.
목숨에 대해서는 걱정하지 마. 너는 이곳에서 내가 허락하지 않는 한 죽을 수 없어.
젠장, 미치광이 연구소 같은 부류였나?
산채로 옥수수랑 태엽 같은 걸 뱃속에 쑤셔넣고 입에서 팝콘을 쏟는 팝콘 기계 인간 같은 걸 만들려고?
진짜 꽝 중에 꽝이구만. 그냥 깔끔하게 죽여주는 게 더 나을 텐데.
앞으로도 또 그런 개소리를 하면 그 말대로 팝콘 기계 인간이라는 것으로 만들어줄게. 난 말 같지도 않은 소리에 일일이 반응하는 개짓거리를 너무나도 오래 반복해왔거든.
죄송합니다.
정식으로 인사를 할게. 내 이름은 엔젤라. 이 도서관의 관장이자 사서야.
엔젤라. 좋은 이름이네. 그래서 내가 뭘 해야 하는데?
도서관에 초대된 손님을 응대해주면 돼. 내가 고심해서 작성한 초대장으로 손님을 부를 거고, 넌 초대에 응해 이곳으로 오는 손님을 접대하면 되는 거야. 넌 실제로 도시에서 살았고 해결사 일까지 했다고 했으니까 다양한 손님을 더 능숙하게 접대할 수 있겠지.
뭐 그래봐야 퇴물이 된 구급 해결사지만 말이야. 접대라는 것은 뭐야? 바람잡이나 웨이터 같은 일이라도 하는 거야?
말 그대로 입장한 손님들을 상대해주면 돼. 물론 물리적인 의미에서. 도서관이 손님들에게 시련을 주면 그 과정에서 책이 펼쳐지기 마련이야. 시련을 극복한 손님은 책을 얻을 자격이 있는 거지. 응대하는 과정에서 네가 죽더라도 그건 잠시뿐. 도서관이 폐관하면 넌 다시 일어날 거니까 걱정하지 마. 이곳에서는 내 허락 없이 잠들 수 없으니까.
너 혹시 해결사한테 무슨 환상 같은 거 있어? 그것도 구급 해결사한테? 난 그렇게 다재다능한 해결사가 아니야.
내가 할 바는 아니지. 매뉴얼은 준비해뒀으니까 방법은 적당히 찾아봐.
읽어보니 대충 뭔진 알겠어. 그래서
초대장을 펼쳐놓고 손님들에게 대접할 책을 등록하면 돼.
그러면
초대장은 자연스럽게 전달될 거야. 준비된 책이 필요한 손님들에게.
그렇게 얼렁뚱땅 진행된다고?
초대장은 도서관과 마찬가지로 많은 정성을 쏟아서 빚어낸 내 작품이야. 그래, 맛 그리고 불 이스크리 낫 그렇.
I thought that would be an auto. Well, why would you have two skips? I thought that would be an auto read, not a skip. And why would you let me skip past things I hadn't? Okay. I know I've said it before, but guys, if you're going to make a game, basic UI. Basic UI. Don't put a skip button right here down in the corner and then put another button over here that's also apparently a skip button. And don't let me skip stuff I haven't read unless I mark it in the settings. I want to skip the unread stuff. Basic UI. Why the fuck do games do this? Pisses me off every time. Now I don't know what those guys said because I don't even have a backlog. Right? Do I have a backlog? I don't have a backlog. The reception begins by sending an invitation to your dear guest. Take the following steps across the following pages to send a read invitation that will advance the plot. Begins by sending an invitation to guests whom you want to invite. You'll want to navigate in this process. I formally invite you to the library. The library's books can provide you with all the wisdom, wealth, honor, and power you seek. Part of me is tempted to go back and read through that, just so I can see what that said. You know what? It's Ruina. Fuck it.
아직 끝까지 분수에 맞지 않는 꿈.
Okay, you can't see it because the turtle's in the way. But see, there's a skip button right there. Why would you have a skip button right there and also make this the skip button? I assumed that was an autoplay button because the skip button was right here. Why would you do that to you? Why? Why? Why would you do that? Inappropriate.
이딴 방 먹어.
난 그러니 물론 넌 어디서
I mean, why
그리고
would,
어떤
why would you
목적을
have
가진
two
채
skip buttons?
이곳에
Two
어떻게
skip
들어왔?
buttons.
뭐야?
Or is this not okay?
난
It could be.
넌 어디 있어?
It could
난
be
오후
that
1시쯤에
automatically
따못한
skips
당장에
it,
너무
and the other
목적.
one just fast
질문은
forwards
내가 해.
it.
좋아.
That could also
이곳은
be.
도서관이야.
And
그리고
there's a
아직 손님을
combo
받기
log,
이곳에
but since I
초대받.
had already gone
계절을
through that.
일어나. 이걸로 전에 네가 무단 난 인내시.
그리고 그
그래. 네가 기절해 있는 동안 결론은
뭐? 특이점이요? 내가 아는
Okay, we've seen this
여기는
part, we've seen
도서관이야.
this part.
관심 없어.
그래. 첫 번째 이유도 뭐
Yes,
두
we know
번째
where the
이
devil
과정을
is.
도와주면 돼. 넌 도시에서 살고 있는 인간이니까
조심.
Yes.
목숨에 대해서는 걱정하지 마.
You're not about to die.
산채로 옥
And
꽝.
then the popcorn
앞으로도 또
machine,
난 말 같지도 않은
죄송합니다.
and then the popcorn
정식으로 인사를
machine,
내
and
이름.
then
그래서
job.
도서관에 내가 고심해서 넌 실제로 도시에서 살아.
그 접대란.
말 그대로 도서관이
Just
시련을
your
극응대하는
guess.
이곳에서는 내
너 혹시
And
해결사?
then we have
내가 할 바는
the
아니지.
manual.
초대장을
그러면
초대장은 자연스럽게 전달될 거야.
Now we won't skip past this
준비된
part.
책이 필요한 손님들에게.
Accidentally.
그렇게 얼렁뚱땅 진행된다고?
초대장은 도서관과 마찬가지로 많은 정성을 쏟아서 빚어낸 내 작품이야. 그래, 나침반 같은 거라고 생각하면 이해가 빠르겠네.
방향을 알려주는 그 나침반?
맞아. 초대장은 내가 얻고자 하는 단 한 권의 책으로 인도해 줄 거야. 그리고 책에 따라 초대장이 붉게 변할 때가 있어. 붉은 초대장은 이야기가 흐를 수 있도록 하는 손님들을 알려줘. 붉은 초대장이 의도하는 것과 어긋나면 이곳에서 멈추게 되는 거지.
초대장을 받는다고 그 손님이 반드시
Okay,
온다는
it's a
보장은
good thing I
없잖아.
went back and reread that because that sounds pretty important. It's a good thing I went back and reread that. Read invitations. Read invitations are apparently the main question. Okay, good to know.
있어. 그렇게 되어 있거든. 그리고 손님들은 자신의 의지로 초대장을 받고 도서관에 입장하는 거야.
도시치고는 굉장히 점잖고 공정한 방식이네. 대부분은 타이에 의해서 동의도 없이 목숨을 잃기 마련이지. 아무튼 그래서 책들을 얻으면 어떻게 되는데?
도서관은 창대한 가능성의 공간이야. 나조차 아직 도서관의 무한한 공간과 힘을 헤아릴 수 없어. 그렇기에 책들을 통해 도서관을 채워가며 완성해 갈 거야. 그리고 손에 넣을 거야. 나와 이 도서관을 완성시켜줄 단
완벽한 책이라. 그 책도 분명 내가 아는 책과 다른 의미의 책이겠군.
Open.
Okay, so mainly about the red ones then. Cool. A reception begins by sending an invitation. So, what do I have to do? The screen shows the list of books currently in the library's collected possession. We only have one book or something. Okay. Continue along with the final preparations of the invitation. When you're ready to send the invitation, confirm your choice with the send stamp.
야, 꾸물거리지 말고 빨리 담아. 치바이 협회 놈들이 언제 올지 몰라.
나름대로 최선을 다해 담고 있는 거라고. 이 자식 몸에 들어있는 게 요상하게 달라서 이쁘게 뜯어지지 않아. 일단 신체 개조 시술은 들어본 적도 없는데.
아무리 봐도 내장 상태가 이상해. 정말로 말이야. 젠장, 발소리가 가까워지고 있어. 깔끔하게 잘라낼 생각하지 말고 그냥 잡아 뜯어서 담기나 해. 이대로는 우리 모가지가 떨어질 테니까.
몸속에 왜 이런 게 들어있는 거지?
뭐든 간에 일단 담아. 시간이 정말 촉박해. 얼추 됐어. 튀어!
아슬아슬했어.
간도 크다, 피트. 치바이 협회 담당 구역에서 이런 짓을 벌이다니. 우리에게 남은 건 이런 일들뿐이야. 어떻게든 기어 올라가야 돼, 반드시. 내 꿈 알지? 언젠가 뒷골목의 손가락 중 하나가 되는 거. 너같이 꿈 있는 애들은 요새 드물 거다. 우선 쓸어 담은 내장을 팔아치우자고. 버림받은 개한테 줄 상납금부터 마련해야 하니까.
그래, 이번 돈이 그 조직 밑으로 들어갈 기회를 마련해 줄 거야.
자, 한번 수학 성과를 볼까? 야, 너희 장난해? 이거 제대로 담은 거 맞아?
그래서 말했잖아. 제대로 된 장기가 들어있지 않다고.
나 무슨 엔케팔린 같은 약에 절여진 내장이라 생각했지. 이건 이미 누가 여기저기 터뜨린 수준이잖아. 우린 분명 마취제로만 처리했어. 전혀 손 안 댔다고. 이건 말이 안 돼. 그러면 이미 여기저기 내장이 터진 상태로 거리를 돌아다녔다는 건데. 혹시 그거 아닐까? 요즘 들리는 소문에 의하면 산채로 사람을 꿰어서 인형으로 만들어버리는 놈이 있다고 들었는데. 그건 나도 주워들은 게 있어서 알아. 하지만 이 내장을 봐라, 전혀 다르잖아. 그 인형은 살이나 뼈를 꿰매서 만들어졌다고 들었어. 그런데 이 자식은 상처 하나 없이 멀쩡했다고. 그러고 보니 목덜미에 동그란 주황색 문양 같은 게 있긴 했지. 문신인가 싶었는데 그런 걸 할 만한 놈은 아니었어. 일반적인 회사에 다니는 샌님이었으니까. 문양? 문신? 젠장. 설마 이상한 벌집을 건드린 건 아니겠지?
그거 말고도 이런 종이봉투도 몸 안에 들어있었어.
봉투가 몸속에 왜 있어? 갈수록 태산이군. 이리 줘. 도서관의 휴대장. 뭐야 이건? 책? 도서관에서 책을 얻을 수 있다고? 무슨 뚱딴지 같은 소리래?
아, 결론은 꽝이네. 상납일은 내일이야. 정확히는 7시간 정도 남았어. 새로 내장 담기를 하기엔 빠듯한데.
이 초대장에 적힌 도서관이라는 곳으로 간다. 책이란 게 뭔지는 모르겠지만 선택지가 없어. 지푸라기라도 잡아야 해. 이거 그냥 자살 행위 아니야? 어떤 곳인지 알고 간다는 거야? 상나비를 못 맞춰서 걔한테 죽든 치바이 놈들한테 잡히든 그게 그거야. 살고 싶으면 입 닥치고 따라오기나 해.
지금 본 것은
초대장이 보여주는 과정의 파편이야. 방문할 손님들의 이야기를 엿볼 수 있지.
엿보기라니 취미 한번 고약하구만.
어떤 손님이 방문할지는 미리 알아두는 게 여러모로 편하잖아. 그리고 이건 내 뜻이 아니야. 초대장의 뜻이지.
그 초대장의 기능이 참 대단하네요. 엿보기도 하고 납치도 하고 범죄 특화 도구야 아주. 이런 기능이 있다면 번거롭게 손님 받을 필요 없지 않아? 그냥 훔쳐보다가 어디 함정만 설치한 방으로 강제 이동시켜서 죽이지 그래?
그래서는 안 돼. 손님의 의지로 직접 이곳에 온다는 결과가 정해졌을 때에만 엿볼 수 있는 거야. 초대장이 내 온전한 힘인 것도 아니고 나도 빌리고 있을 뿐이니까.
그래. 도시에서 그렇게 일이 쉽게 풀릴 리가 없지.
그나저나 절박한 손님들이네.
혹시 저 문양과 터진 내장도 초대장의 효과 중 하나야?
그럴 리가. 전혀 관계없어. 초대장은 응당 받게 될 손님에게 도착할 뿐이야.
그러면 저 요상한 일은 다른 누군가의 짓이란 거군. 해결사 생활을 조금 하긴 했어도 저런 현상은 처음 봐서 말이지. 마치 유적의...
유적?
나도 잘 몰라. 그냥 들은 것뿐이니까. 마법이라고 해야 하나? 아무튼 그런 것들이 유적에 있다더라고.
뭐가 됐든 우리는 손님을 맞이할 뿐이야. 수준이 낮아 보이지만 어쩔 수 없지.
저놈들은 뒷골목에 양아치나 떠돌이일 거야. 쥐라고 불러. 조직이라고 부르기조차 민망한 어중이 떠중이들이지. 돈도 없고 힘도 없어. 당장 하루의 벌이만을 바라보는 패배자들이야. 이건 내 얼굴에 침 뱉기 같은데.
뒷골목. 알고 있어.
그래?
아는 사람 중에 뒷골목 출신이 있거든.
뒷골목 출신이라고 특별할 건 없지. 뒷골목은 도시의 혈관 같은 거니까. 오히려 뒷골목 출신이 아닌 사람을 찾기 힘들걸.
이곳이 도서관인가? 생각보다 번듯한 곳인데.
어쩌면 돈 될 만한 것들이 꽤 있을지 몰라.
환영합니다, 손님. 이곳은 도서관. 저는 도서관의 관장이자 사서 엔젤라입니다. 이곳에서는 당신이 원하는 걸 찾을 수 있지만 당신의 소중한 걸 내놓아야 할 수도 있답니다.
네가 이거 주인이야? 여기서 원하는 건 다 가져갈 수 있다는 거지.
정확히 말하자면 책을 얻을 수 있습니다. 물론 그럴 수 있다면 말이죠.
책이란 게 과연 돈이 될까?
정보의 가치가 높다면 물론 돈이 되겠죠?
망치! 우리가 지금 똥오줌 가릴 때야? 당장 뭐라도 붙잡아야 한다고.
그럼 부디 당신의 책을 찾으실 수 있기를.
Okay, librarian info. Up here you can see some bare information about the librarians who will participate in the reception. Right now all we've got is roll. Detailed info. In this section you can view detailed information about the selected character. I'm going to go ahead and guess that we can have a max of 5 in the party. Okay. Combat pages. Underneath you can check the list of combat pages or cards the selected character will use in the reception. Info on the guest that has accepted the invitation to the library is shown here. In this section you can view detailed information about the selected character. Underneath you can check the list of combat pages the selected character will use in the reception. Select this bar or press the relevant button to start the battle when you have finished reviewing all available information. Okay. Blunt, stagger, damage resistance. Okay, so those are... Okay. Slash, blunt. Why is that red and yellow? Okay, so that's damage, that's stagger. That's what that is. I'm guessing that's different. Health, stagger, resist, speed dice. So he's weak to slash. He's okay with pierce. I'm guessing he's also weak to blunt. And then she's super weak to blunt. And then I guess weak means it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so she don't do pierce on her. Okay. I'm tracking. Okay, so begin stage play. This text describes the ability of the page, usually activated upon use. In combat, 3 types of offensive dice exist, each corresponding to a different damage type. This icon represents the slash damage. When an offensive die with this icon is played, a slash will be performed. Pierce and blunt. Okay. Feels pretty obvious. The slash is like a wave, and the pierce is piercing. Blunt feels a little. I guess that could be like a. Okay. The ability of an action die written on its right may activate when a die is played based on its condition. Most abilities activate when the attack hits the target or the die wins may clash against an opposing die. During battle, using combat pages needs a resource called light. The amount of light a character currently has is indicated by the number of yellow icons above them. When the scene begins, press the spacebar to roll the speed die. Okay. The higher speed value offers the following advantages. If the enemy's speed is lower than yours, you can redirect their attack to you. Characters with higher speed values will act first. Please select the speed dice on your librarian. This is the librarian's hand of combat pages. Okay. So we pretty much got the only type of strikes or light attack. So that's what, 3 attacks? That's like 13 damage? Or 7? Okay. But it doesn't show whether or not it's weak or good, so we have to, what, remember which ones they're good against? From the other screen or something? Two slashing and a pierce. Okay, we have to select the speed dice, I see. Okay. By pressing Q or clicking on the icon, you can toggle quick mode. In quick mode, the action dice are rolled automatically during battle, allowing combat to play out smoothly. When quick mode is off, the player must manually roll the action dice in each engagement by triggering a weapon. That sounds annoying. Let's just leave quick mode on. With this utility, you can automatically fill the library's speed dice with the combat pages in their hands. Targets are randomly determined. This makes the battle proceed quicker at the cost of precision and strategy. These are visual indicators showing who the librarians and guests are currently targeting for attack. Toggle them by pressing 1, 2, or 3 enemy flashes librarians on the keyboard. By pressing the spacebar or clicking the icon after the speed dice have been rolled, you can begin the combat phase. Okay, can I look at what they're... Okay, here we go. So we have to hover over it to see what they're... So can I switch which one I'm doing? Like say I want to focus on... Can I not switch it? It almost looks like I'm switching it, I'm not completely sure. Because that's fatal, so it'd be better to do the slashing first, right? When one of the 2 opposing characters decides to play, a one-sided attack occurs. This happens when a character targets an enemy that isn't targeting them back. Only offensive dice are played in one-sided attacks. The defense dice will be retained until the scene ends or an enemy attempts a one-sided attack. Oh, hello there. Goodbye. Copy. And ban. When both characters in an engagement have dice to play, a clash occurs. This usually occurs when the speed dice of two characters target each other. Retained defensive dice or counter dice may also cause a clash. In a clash, the results of actions are determined by comparing their rolls. Offensive can only deal damage equal to a roll by winning the clash. Interactions between defensive follow the rules on the next page. Completely blocks the damage, deals stagger damage to the attacker by the difference in value, mitigates incoming damage by the roll value, or deals stagger damage equal to the roll value. Okay. I see, so if we win a clash versus offensive, lose a clash versus offensive, win a clash versus defensive. Okay, that's interesting. Getting kind of complicated here though, ain't it? Taking physical damage will decrease the character's health, indicated by the red gauge. When the health of a librarian or a guest is brought down to 0, they will die. Guests who meet their demise in the library will be resolved into books. The higher the guest's emotional level was, the more likely they are to yield books in greater quantity or quality upon death. Even if a librarian dies during combat, they will rise again once the reception is over. You can check the books you have obtained from the reception here. If you have failed the reception, this part will show the books you have lost instead. You can check the battle symbols your librarians have obtained from the reception here. Now it's time to conclude the reception and exit the stage. Okie dokie. Hide Piper, we got one more health. That's cool, we got a lot of Book of Rats.
조직에 속하는 것이 그렇게도 중요한 일일까?
도시에서 살아가려면 어쩔 수 없어. 조직이든 어디든 간에 자신이 속할 집단을 구하지 않고서는 살아가기 힘든 곳이니까. 이 도시는.
In this section, you can burn the books that you have obtained. You can see what the books in your possession have to offer before burning them. These books are also used for inviting the guest of subsequent episodes, so it is recommended to keep at least one copy in your possession. Okay. Here you can check the list of items that can be obtained from burning the book. Press the relevant button to begin burning your books. You can burn up to 20 books at a time. Okay. When you burn books on a floor, you'll see a lovely animation in that floor's color, and you may randomly obtain pages of that book. Burning a book yields different pages each time based on chance. There are two types of pages you may acquire from books: key pages and combat pages. Key pages constitute a librarian's physique. They serve as equipment. Combat pages are the cards and techniques used by the librarians in battle. The rarity of a page ranges from paperback, hardcover, limited to objet d'art. Pages of higher grades are more powerful, although rare to acquire when burning books. Also, key pages have a set limit of how many can be owned at once, which depends on rarity. Okay. Okay, so... and there's a limit to how many of the things I can get from a specific book, it looks like. So we got, what, 2 turdy blows from that last one? We got one... okay, I see. Okay, so we can only have one key page, it looks like, and that changes our base stats. And each key page has its own depth. Okay. I am understanding. I see. So what is the difference between Linny and Manchi? Looks like stat-wise it's the same. It just changes which, what we're weak to. Okay. And this is, okay, so this is, and then this is the what we got failed. Okay. Gut harvesting. On hit, inflict bleed in the next scene. Ooh, that sounds nice. That looks like a pretty nice little card, so let's do that. Is there a max to how many you can equip of one card? Three. 3 cards, okay. So that does some pretty good damage there. On Clash Wind, inflict 2 next scene. Okay. Force the scene take X damage and subtract a third of the stack every time an offensive die rolls. Six, and that's mostly defensive, okay. Focus Strike seems to be pretty good. So we'll go with that one. That's a solid 7 damage to it. Let's go with that. 30 low. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Where's Credenza? In the Credenza, you can read and review various story contents. Reach it, press each tab to switch to the list of stories you would like to see. Rewatch the episodes of the stories of your Patreon libraries. Click the episodes to group interactions between Patreon libraries. Click on a group of guests and then click on an episode. You can re-watch the pre- and post-battle story seconds from a group of guests. Select the page whose stories you would like to read. Read the story of the selected page here. Oh, okay, so we can actually read their pages as well. Wanna hear a secret? This is kinda embarrassing, but I used to have a dream once, like Pete does now. Yes, I know, I'm still younger than him, with a long future ahead of me, but what could I do? Life's too rough for that. Others say that rats are a pathetic bunch who are too incompetent to join even the smallest syndicate, let alone a wing. Filthy losers who feed on junk and leftovers, not making any effort to change. Back when I was a young kid, I didn't like that. I thought I was better than those rats, so I decided to get into an examining town. Little did I know that it would be the one choice I would regret the most. I begged and nagged at my parents, wanting to achieve that stupid dream. How did it go, you ask? Seems you're just as stupid, aren't you? I wouldn't be hanging out with these folks if I made it now, would I? What I'm saying is, dreaming won't do jack shit for you. They didn't end up here because they gave up trying. Hell, they wouldn't have set foot on this gutter in the first place if they had what it takes to achieve their dreams. You get it now? Pete's a huge idiot. Man cheese. Did you know there's grades for each alley in the back streets? Funny, ain't it? Trash and a trash can are grading each other. The parts that are under the protection of a syndicate, office, or association are pretty safe. Sweepers can't raid those streets easily. Putting the people who live there in a different grade from those who don't, though, is pointless, honestly speaking. Sure, it's a bit safer over there, but we're talking about the back streets, get it? You know what's funnier? Even kids would group themselves according to what part of the streets they live in. They would even shun the others whose clothes or manner didn't fit their curved style. I had no choice but to accept the sad truth. You wondering how things were in the alleys I lived? Couldn't afford to pay protection fees to a syndicate, so the sweepers came down at night and collected most of my neighbors. I had to witness them take chunks of flesh out of my parents and brothers while they were still breathing. Don't pity me, though. My story ain't nothing special around here. There's not a lot of peeps who hang around in the back streets alone. It's 'cause that's just madness. Weak and doubted folks gotta band together to survive. Get into a small syndicate or anything and make a living somehow. Some ignorant fool makes a scene in the back streets on their own. They're just making themselves a target as soon as others notice they're alone. That's why we move in groups. We're called rats for a reason. We call about the dark in packs and jump at prey for the chance to fight them apart when we spot one. So, You wondering if we rats have any dreams? I guess that belonging to a proper syndicate, if any. We're just too happy and amateurish to be called one. We hate being bound to rules, so hell will freeze over before one of us joins an office. And no rat I know would move to examine town and study for wing entrance exams. Those nerds at examining towns aren't too different from rats like us. We're all dreaming silly dreams that'll never come true. With our petty skills, an office, a wing, a syndicate, or whatever, think it's an easy task to belong to a decent group. People just accept what they got and live on. But still, I want to have a dream. Okay, so there's still excerpts from the little guys. Okay, gotcha. And then this is where we recall the story, right? Pre-post battle. Okay. Cool. So Credentia is pretty much the library for the library. I got you. And then burn books is the gotcha for getting through the pages. And if we keep burning the same book over and over again, we'll eventually get the rewards we want. But it resets eventually. Okay. I am tracking how things are going. Okay, so... Okay, and here's our current quest. We have to obtain the book of something. Okay, and I'm guessing we do that by invitation, right? Like we got the book of rats, but we have to get a different book. And that was from the book of something. So more than likely, if we register the book of rats, we get a different book, right? Okay, so that shows you what you get from the book of rats, right? And it shows you the result for rewards. Okay, so once you complete it, you can see what rewards you can get from the book of something. What if you try to register multiple books? Can you do that? I don't know. We just register the book of rats right now, I think, and see what happens then. Okay, let's see what this is.
에휴, 오늘도 공쳤네. 이런 자질구레한 일이나 하려고 개고생하며 해결사가 된 건 아니라고.
이 바닥이 다 그렇잖아. 선택받은 몇 명만 위로 치고 올라갈 뿐이지.
그래도 작은 일부터 착실히 해나가면 빛이 보이지 않겠어요?
그런 낙관적인 성격은 참 부러워, 핀. 아무리 그래도 밤이 오기 전에 잃어버린 고양이를 찾아주세요 라는 건 아니지. 허접한 사무소는 쓰레기 같은 일만 들어온다니까.
그래, 핀. 너도 이런 일이나 하려고 해결사가 되려 했던 건 아니잖아. 좀 더 큰 물에서 놀아야지.
열심히 하다 보면 언젠가 괜찮은 사무소로 이적하거나 협회 직속 해결사가 될 수 있겠죠. 그러면 팔자가 좀 피겠... 어? 주머니에 이런 봉투가 들어있어요. 초대장이라고 적혀있네요?
냄새가 나는데.
이런 일은 그냥 넘어갈 수 없지. 게다가 적힌 말대로라면 저 책이란 것은 몇몇 협회에서 꽤 흥미를 가질 수도 있을 만한 물건으로 보여.
흥미로운 건 사실이지만 도서관이라는 곳에 뭐가 있을지 모르잖아요. 우선 사무소에 보고해서 정식적으로 일을 처리하도록 하죠.
누구 좋으라고 그런 쓰레기 사무소 배를 불려줘. 안 갈 거면 우리라도 간다.
해결사라는데 아는 사람들이야?
해결사라고 해서 서로 다 알겠거니 하는 건 말이야. 길 가던 사람 붙잡고 아무나 집어서 아는 사이냐고 물어보는 거랑 똑같아. 둘 다 같은 인간이니까 서로 알지? 라고 물어보는 거랑 다를 게 없다고.
해결사들의 종류와 수가 정말 많다는 거네.
그런 거지.
As the battle progresses, the emotional tension of the librarians and guests will be heightened. Positive emotion points gained upon winning a clash or having advantages in battle. Negative emotion points gained upon losing a clash or suffering advantages in battle. As the emotion levels of characters rise, the overall emotion of the teams they belong to will be heightened. When your team's emotion level goes up, you may choose an abnormality page to use at the beginning of the next scene. A Yoon's Office Fixer. The Society of Fixers is built entirely upon meritocracy. The greater you are, the higher you can climb. On the other hand, if you don't have the capability, you should be thankful for any orb that accepts you and stay low. Thing is, capability can mean many things. For some, it could be physical strength, and others might have superior intellect. It seems kinda unfair to me that they make arbitrary evaluations of a concept that can be taken in so many different ways. Not that I think I have some hidden talent that deserves a better grade or anything though. I do feel a bit upset, but I think I'm at the right place. The jobs I usually do are looking for lost cats at night. You can tell how low my spot is, yes. I'm not a huge fan of the jobs I'm doing right now. Of course, I mean, sure, I wouldn't say no to some flashier requests. I just accepted to carry on with my life. Oh, look at that. It has a passive attribution. 50% chance to boost slash damage by 1. So we should probably make sure to have slash damages on this one, right? Okay, well, you look at that. The thingies carry across that. So what if we did this? Okay, so we have to be mindful of what's on the other key pages as well. So there's a limit to how many pages we can have, period. So if we don't empty the bookshelf before we switch pages, we won't have access to whatever's in that key page's library. Okay. I understand. Okay. Interesting. So we should probably focus on having slash, but honestly, +1 isn't that much more. But gut harvesting is our best card right now, I think, and it is slash, so that's pretty good. Dirty blows are crushing anyways. That's 7 with some bleed maybe, but this is 10, so let's go with wall. I would like another wall actually. And then this is a potential 13, and that's slash as well, so it all works out. We can only have a max of 3 thingies. Okay. So let's go burn another thing and see if we can get another wall. So I want another wall. Sounds like a good idea. Can we get another one? There's not too many cards to get with this thingy. Oh, we got another one. Okay. Then we'll just try to max out. There we go. I don't know what the per floor limit means, but yeah, okay. There we go. So we still don't know what book we need for the quest, though. Okay, so what's that exclamation mark mean? I don't know. Now, does that just mean the resolvable rewards that we've gotten, or is that something else? I don't know. Well, let's try doing this, I guess.
대표님, 시간이 꽤 흘렀는데도 소식이 없어요. 분명 그 도서관이라는 곳에서 무슨 일이 벌어졌을 거예요.
쥐도새도 모르는 사이에 자취가 사라지는 해결사들은 널렸어. 죽었든 튀었든 간에 연락이 없다면 계약 위반으로 사무소에서 제명이야. 그리고 네가 말한 초대장 건은 증거 불충분이다. 종이에 서명하자 문이 생기고 그곳으로 걸어 들어갔다니. 부자놈들의 장난이나 날개의 특이점 실험일 수도 있겠지. 우리 윤 사무소에서는 그런 일에 시간 낭비 안 할 거야.
제가 아직 구급 해결사이긴 해도 이건 뭔가 다르다는 것이 느껴져요.
그렇군요. 이렇게나 감이 좋으신 구급 해결사님이 이런 누추한 사무소에 고용되셔서 안타까울 따름입니다. 잘 들어, 우물한 개구리. 네가 아직 모르는 미친 일들이 이 도시에서는 숨쉬듯 일어나고 있어. 무슨 일이 일어나도 이상하게 여길 여지조차 없다는 거야. 당장 눈앞에서 증거를 보여줄 수도 없는 일은 시작할 가치조차 없어.
그럼 대표님 앞에 놓인 그 봉투는 뭐죠?
뭐? 애송이 자식. 무슨 개수작이야?
전 정말 아무것도 하지 않았어요.
잠깐 나가 있어. 여기 윤 사무소다. 이번에야말로 촉이 왔어. 애들 붙이게 전 좀 땡겨줘. 아니, 이번에는 느낌이 나쁘지 않다니까? 네 말대로 허사일 수 있긴 하지. 내 쪽에서 한 번 더 확인해 볼 수는 있어. 썩 내키는 방법은 아니지만 그래, 적합한 녀석이 한 명 있지.
해결사는 사무소를 거치지 않고는 일을 시작하지도 못하나 보네.
뭐 형식상으론 그렇지. 나 같은 경우는 1인 사무소였지만 말이야. 돈 되는 것에 덤벼드는 건 조직이나 해결사나 다를 게 없다니까. 보아하니 세상 물정 모르는 꼬마까지 이용하려는 것 같고.
와, 이곳이 도서관. 그래, 대표의 말대로면 이번 일을 통해 협회 후원도 노려볼 수 있다고 했지? 제대로 한번 해보자.
환영합니다, 해결사 손님. 저는 도서관의 관장이자 사서 엔젤라입니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 윤사무소의 해결사 핀입니다. 이곳에서 정말 많은 정보가 담긴 책이라는 것을 구할 수 있는 것인가요?
네, 그럼요. 당신이 초대장을 받고 이곳에 왔다는 것은 그런 뜻이니까요. 부디 당신의 책을 찾으실 수 있기를.
A character may inflict or receive two types of damage: physical damage and stagger damage. Attacks with stagger damage will reduce the target's stagger resist, yellow gauge on hit. When stagger resist hits 0, the character falls into a staggered state. This is indicated by broken speed dice. A staggered character will receive fatal damage from all forms of attack, cannot attack for the rest of the turn and next scene, cannot restore light at the beginning of the next scene, cannot draw pages at the beginning of the next scene. A character restores 1 light after staggering an opponent. Okay, so staggering is pretty serious, sounds like.
이란. 아무리 그래도 애송이 녀석이 부스러지는 것을 보는 건 유쾌하지 않구만.
전에 네 입으로 말했잖아. 이 도시에서 이 정도는 굉장히 공평하고 점잖은 방식이라고. 도시에서는 대부분 타이에 의해 강제적으로 일어나는 일들 투성이라고 했지. 하지만 도서관은 달라. 이곳에 들어오는 손님들은 원하는 것을 얻기 위해 서명을 통한 동의와 함께 도서관에 입장한 거야. 이 과정에서 그 어떤 강압도 없었지. 전부 그들의 선택과 대가야.
뭐 그렇긴 한데 그래도 이건 좀 뭔가 치사하다는 생각이 들어서.
Each floor will present you with a set of assignments. Completing the assignments will unlock an abnormality battle. When the assignments are completed for a battle against an abnormality will become available. Clearing abnormality battle will raise the floor's realization level. This is the library's current hazard level as perceived by the city. Raising the realization level of each floor will increase the library's presence as a threat. The library's hazard level will rise once the gauge is filled. Okay, so it was a book of Finn that we needed to get, I understand. Book of Finn can get quite a few pages. Finn's page, so let's burn at least one. See what we get. We didn't even get Finn's page. What the heck? Struggle. Lots of defense there. Unused gain 2 protection. Let's see. Less damage. Okay. Lots of protection. So that's definitely a protection item. Dodge and strike. Thrust. That's 8 damage. That's not too bad. Okay, so he has Wops too. So we get some of the same cards from the others that we found here. I see.
Stream elements. Said.
Interesting.
Stay moist, my friends.
So
hydrate.
the cards do cross lines a little bit. We'll still need to get Finn's page. We need to burn at least one more. There we go. Finn's page. Okay. Struggle seems to be the purple card for this one, but that's definitely a defense page. Okay, so we got all the green cards and struggle. Okay, so yeah, dodge and strike are both of these right here, and thrust and wall up. Preemptive strike with this. Okay, so a Book of Finn is just like a Book of Brave Prime Fixer. The only difference between it is struggle and Finn's page, or Who's Officer Fixer. So those two are almost the same thing as far as cards they give, just a slight difference. Interesting. Okay. Credenza, Books, Canard, Use Office Fixers, Finn's page. Finn's page, it's been a while, sis. Actually, I talked to you some time ago. By myself, of course. It sounds a bit lonely, but I'm fine. Today's not going to be the same as the days before. I have good news. I finally joined an office run by this guy named you, and officially became a fixer. You're proud to see your precious little younger brother grow up and make it, aren't you? Isn't it cool? I told you there's no need to worry about me. Oh, about you's office. I think it's a really nice place. No, I'm not lying. Our operator Hugh is a bit cold, but he teaches me a lot of things. And there's also Erin, who's my senior. I've yet to be friends with her, but she seems like a good person too. For now, they're giving me small jobs like searching for lost cats. Maybe they're worried I'm too inexperienced to handle tougher stuff. It's not real fancy, but if I start out with small tasks like this and work up slowly, I'm going to be a great fixer one day, yes? My heart is already pumping with excitement. When I become a proud and dashing fixer, I'll buy a nest migration ticket and get a nice new home for you. I could buy my gear at a workshop thanks to your help and all that. Though that's not all. You always looked after me, sis. It's kind of embarrassing to talk about this. Anyway, don't worry about me and do the things you want to do. I know you were always too busy caring for me to pursue your own interests. You offered to give me a prosthetic body or even a minor procedure the last time we met, but I'm doing fine without any of that stuff, and you got money to earn for yourself. I'm tired, so I'll be going now. I ran around the whole town chasing a cat all day. Night, sis. I hope we see each other again. If I'm understanding right, you're never going to see her again ever. I think we just told him. Canonically, but okay. So he doesn't have as much health. He's actually got one less health than the office fixer, interestingly enough. But the difference is we're not fatal to slash, we're fatal to pierce. When an ally dies, gain 1 strength next scene. Well, we don't even have any allies, so that's definitely not needed. Okay. So let's see what this abnormality is. Peter.
처음에 내뱉은 것 치고는 얌전히 잘해주는 것 같네.
첫인사를 그렇게 험악하게 해놓고 무슨 대답을 원하는 거야? 나라고 안 놀랐겠어? 어딘지도 모르는 곳에 덩그러니 떨어졌는데 처음 만난 사람이 대뜸 팔다리부터 날렸으니 처음엔 막막했는데 몇 번 해보니 대충 어떻게 손님을 접대할지 알겠거든. 불만이 아예 없는 건 아니지만
불만?
또 그렇게 노려보네. 무슨 얘기를 못하겠어.
됐으니까 이야기나 해.
아니 뭐 역시 혼자서 접대하기는 벅차단 말이지. 한 명씩 오는 놈들이면 몰라도 여럿이 몰려올 때면 저 많은 걸 어떻게 다 상대해야 하나 싶다니까. 혼자로는 버거워질 때가 오지 않겠어? 지금이야 별거 아닌 허한 조직들이니 가능하지. 게다가 감정을 끌어내야 하느니 뭐니. 손님들을 그냥 죽여서도 안 된다며. 뭐야 그 묘한 표정은.
방법이 아예 없는 것도 아니지. 그게 최선일지는 모르겠지만.
네가 나서보려고?
아니, 대신 도움을 받을 수 있는 존재가 있어.
그 존재라는 게 뭔데?
강력한 힘과 능력을 지니고 있었지만 지금은 겨우 숨만 붙어서 형체도 유지 못하고 있는 존재들.
이 도서관에서 너와 나 말고 살아 숨쉬는 것을 본 적이 없는데.
널 도와줄 사서들과 함께 책 속에 잠들어 있어. 그들이 살기 가장 적합한 장소로 만들어졌거든.
사서? 책 속의 존재?
지금은 내가 말해준 정도만 알고 있어도 돼. 도서관이 성장하는데 도움을 줄 수 있다는 것이 중요하니까.
그래, 뭐 그렇다 치고 잠들어 있는 존재라는 게 어떻게 우리를 도와주는데?
책 안으로 들어가서 갇혀있는 사서들을 꺼내오면 돼. 아마 각자 다른 이유로 그들의 힘에 침식해 있을 거야. 그들은 매우 불안정한 상태라 우리를 믿지 못할 거고.
우리를 침입자로 생각한다는 거군.
맞아. 그리고 만약 모든 시련을 뛰어넘는다면 그들도 너를 받아주겠지.
너무 막연한데. 지금은 엄청 약해진 상태라며 도움이 될 수 있긴 한 거야?
그들이 직접적으로 손님을 대접해주는 게 아니야. 그들을 이해하고 받아들일 수 있다면 직접적으로든 간접적으로든 사서들에게 힘을 주는 거지.
여전히 감도 안 잡히고 아득하네. 어쨌든 네 말은 그들이 우리에게 시련을 주고 그 시련을 이겨내야 비로소 인정받아 힘을 빌릴 수 있다는 거군. 책 안에 들어간다라. 동화에나 나올 법하구만.
네 말대로 손님의 감정을 최대한으로 끌어올리기 위해서는 그들의 힘이 필요하니까 아무쪼록 성공하길 바랄게.
예. 여부가 있겠습니까?
Each character and key page has different resistances to the physical and staggered damage dealt by each type of attack. You can deal extra damage by attacking the damage types your opponent is weak to, denoted by fatal and weak. On the contrary, attacking with damage types with resistance to sentient, injured, or infected will cause less damage. Okay, so injured or infected is one thing I keep an eye out as much as we can. You can view the list of past abilities they possess. Check, yeah, I figured that one out already, yeah. So this could be bad. Okay, so these are pages we can put in our book, I guess. Defensive guide, guys gain 1 to 2 power, receive 3 to 5 stagger damage when hit. Unbearable depression overwhelms all who look into the bloodbath. Scars. Single ally take 2 to 5 less damage from slash attacks. When hit, reduce the damage of the attack to 0 at a 20% chance. When I saw the vast work of scars on her severed wrist, I was reminded of our wine cabinet. That day I popped the cork off the last one. Pale hands. After 3 successful attacks on the same target, deal 3 to 10 bonus stagger damage. Resets upon attacking a different target. Excludes mass attacks. Many hands float in the bath. They are the hands of the people I once loved. That would be really good with that one card which does three attacks just by itself, right? Unlock all lower floors. Rise to the rank of an urban myth or an urban legend. Okay. Abnormality gauge. I don't know what that means. Oh, and we have a new character here, Aura. Hello, Aura. Okay, so we should probably give you some cards, right? Key cage. Mune's office fixture. Don't really plan on having anybody die, so that's probably going to be necessary. Okay. So some much more gut harvesting would be good. Gut harvesting is a really good card. Focus strikes is really good too as well. And we have infinite focus strikes, that's pretty cool. And then we want to evolve, right? Okay. So maybe go and get some more gut harvesting for Aura, our new character. Can't imagine that would be too hard. We already have quite a few rats. So even if we do max out, how many we burn, we should be able to get 3, right?
피는 역시 실패한 건가? 오래 갈 것 같은 놈은 아니었지. 빚을 지더라도 괜찮은 개조 시술이라도 받거나 재능이라도 출중해야 했어. 하지만 결국 그 무엇 하나 없는 분수를 모르는 놈이었을 뿐이지.
싹싹하고 귀염성 있어서 마음에 들었었는데 아쉽네. 근데 곧 죽을 녀석이었다는 것은 나도 동의.
그나저나 축하한다. 8급 해결사가 되었으니 선택지가 좀 생겼겠어.
그래, 그러니까 조심하라고. 두둑이 안 챙겨주면 적당한 사무소로 이적할 수도 있으니까. 요즘 사무소 월세는 물론이고 세금 내는 것에도 허덕인다며?
안 그래도 핀에게 맡긴 일이 그 답으로 보여.
아까 말했던 도서관과 초대장 말이구나? 그런데 어떻게 얻는지도 모르고 갑자기 솟아난 물건이라면서?
확실하지 않으면 부르지도 않았어. 여기 또 다른 초대장이 왔었다.
그렇다는 거지?
이번 일은 우리 사무소에 사활이 걸린 건이야. 도서관은 분명 돈이 든다. 이건 내 촉이지. 그러니 가능한 모든 걸 투입할 거야.
그래, 한번 팔자 펴보자고. 안 그래도 이번에 공방에서 괜찮은 놈을 거금을 들여서 데려왔지.
손님들의 각오가 대단하네. 이쪽도 그에 못지않은 준비를 해야겠어.
사무소 단위로 이곳에 오다니. 떨거지 사무소로 해도 지금 도서관의 수준을 보면 각오 좀 해야겠는데. 만약 녀석들이 네가 있는 곳까지 도착하면 어쩌냐?
손님들은 준비된 방 이외의 곳으로 갈 수 없어. 그렇게 되어 있는 것이야. 꽤 창대한 힘에서 비롯된 공간이니까. 그런데 넌 신기하게도 내가 있는 방으로 왔지. 초대마저 받지 않았는데 말이야. 그리고 나도 내 몸을 지킬 힘 정도는 있어. 환영합니다, 손님.
네가 이곳의 주인이겠군.
딱히 강해 보이지도 않는걸?
이곳에 왔던 핀이라는 녀석은 어떻게 됐지?
아, 그 손님은 책이 되셨습니다.
죽으면 책이 된다는 건가?
실패할 것을 알면서 보내놓고 이제 와서 감상에 젖으신 건가요?
Hold up. They actually turn into the book. Does that mean I just killed a bunch of people by burning the books? Does that mean I am cremating people by burning the books?
닥쳐. 어차피 알면서 이용당하고 버려지는 게 우리의 삶이니까.
부디 당신의 책을 찾으실 수 있기를.
So,
Inhale Horizon saying. Said. Don't worry about it yet.
yet. Don't worry about it yet. Yet can make a sentence a completely different meaning there. Welcome on in, Eeyore. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a fantastic existence. This is my first time playing, so please don't give too many spoilers. Just thank you in ahead of time.
Inhale Horizon saying. Said. Worry about it when it becomes important.
Yeah, that's my general rule for everything, if I'm being honest. I don't worry about anything. I have nothing in my head to worry with. I just take things as they come. Some receptions are composed of multiple acts. You can check the number of acts in the reception here. Okay, so there's 2 acts. Okay. Okay, so do the emotion levels cross between acts? As the emotion levels of characters rise, the overall emotion level of the teams they belong to will be heightened as well. When your team's emotion level goes up, you may choose an abnormality page to use at the beginning of the next scene. There are 2 types of abnormality pages, Awakening and Breakdown. Awakening pages typically consist of purely beneficial effects for the user. Breakdown pages offer powerful effects that come with drawbacks. Each floor offers a different set of abnormality pages to choose from. and the likelihood of each type of page being presented depends on the ratio of positive and negative emotion points that the team has built. Okay, yeah, I can tell this combat's going to be complicated. So does their emotion level share across acts? Though that's what I'm wondering.
훌륭해. 특히 윤이라는 손님에게는 의미 있는 책이 나올 것 같아.
전부 불에 뛰어드는 나방이야. 윤이라는 녀석도 이것저것 머리 굴리는 것 같았지만 얻고자 하는 것을 위해 앞뒤 안 보고 불길로 뛰어들었잖아.
한 번 눈 떠버린 욕망은 걷잡을 수 없이 밀려 들어와. 오래전에 들은 말이지. 하지만 과연 그 욕망이란 것이 진실된 것일까?
너 웃긴다. 돌려 말하지 말라고 했으면서 자기가 뜬구름 잡는 소리 하네. 어딘가에 사서님이 들었으면 팔다리 한 짝씩 날려버릴 만큼의 의미 부여된 말이었어.
책이나 분류하도록 해.
엔젤라 말대로 정말 층이 확장됐군. 안녕, 난 롤라인.
엔젤라, 난 아직도 용서할 수 없어. 엔젤라, 넌...
그 이야기라면 전에 끝났어. 넌 잠자코 내게 협력하면 되는 거야. 그런 거래였잖아. 그리고 모처럼 얻은 피가 흐르는 몸을 즐기도록 해봐.
인간의 몸을 줬다고 내가 기뻐할 것 같아? 잊지 마. 난 너에게 찬성 못한다는 걸.
그러던가.
숨 막혀 죽는 줄 알았네.
안녕하세요. 역사 1층을 맡은 지정사서 말쿠트예요.
다행히 기운 없어 보이진 않네. 무슨 일 있었어?
엔젤라와 아직 풀리지 않은 문제가 있어요. 하지만 제 생각이 어떻든 전 엔젤라가 하라는 대로 해야죠.
나랑 마찬가지네. 이유는 좀 다른 것 같지만. 그래서 내가 무엇을 해야 할까?
롤랑 씨는 저에게 책을 가져다 주시면 돼요. 저는 역사 1층을 담당하고 있으니 롤랑 씨가 준 책 중에서 역사에 관련한 책을 분류하고 습득하는 거죠. 그렇게 받은 책을 사서가 읽고 점차 층과 도서관이 성장하는 거예요. 자연스럽게 잠들어 있는 층과 그곳의 지정사서들도 깨어나는 거죠.
다른 사서들은 잠들어 있단 건가?
네,
대충 알겠어. 아까 화내던 것 치고는 굉장히 밝네. 괜히 불똥 떨어질까봐 걱정했거든.
사정이 어떻든 제가 해야 할 일은 열심히 해야죠. 엔젤라와 저희의 문제는 당장 열래도 해결할 수 없거든요. 저는 저 나름대로 일을 열심히 해야 할 이유도 있고요.
오케이. 그럼 한번 잘해보자고.
네.
The middle portion allows you to navigate the information of the floors that are currently available. More floors will be unlocked when certain conditions are met. New librarians are shown on new floors. You can view the information on the newly opened floor here. You can check the librarian's floor assignments and type them out on pages. Okay. And we don't have our librarian? Okay, so we have different librarians too on our different floors. Okay, that's interesting. So on Peter we have Roland and Ara, but on Malcolm we have to use Malcolm. Unlock all lower floors. So does that mean there are floors underneath Peter? And we got two books there, Book of Yoon and Book of Erin. And Book of Yoon's office, that one's new too, right? Yeah, that one's new too. Okay, and yeah, it shows all the rewards you can get. So see, in Book of Finn, you can get Book of a 9-night fixer. Your Yoon's office, Yoon, and Erin. But we already have a Book of 9-grade fixture because that's one you can get from Book of Rats, right? So you can get Book of a 9-grade fixer from Book of Rats and Book of Finn. Interesting. We don't know what we can get from Yoon's office, Erin, or you. Okay. Okie dokie. I am tracking how this works. Now, do we use the same pages for invitations and Malcolm, or are they new pages? They're the same pages. So then why would I do a different invitation on a different floor? Do I have to obtain a specific book? I don't know. Okay, so for right now, let's see what these guys have. The Yoon's Office Fixer page 1. have that one. Approved Office Fixer. Page 1. Yeah, we have the Use Office Fixer page 1. We also have Finn's page. Okay. Yeah, because we've done Book of Finn. Yeah, we did that one. So this one we can get Yoon, Aerie, or Finn, so we can get all the people from Yoon's office in Yoon's office, which makes sense. And we can also get a Yoon's office fixer page 1, but we've already got that one. We can get Struggle, Time for a Little Test, You're Too Slow, Commentary, Feeling Good, and Preparation. We can get Preparation from here too, so we probably already have one of those, right? So we only want really the new parts that we haven't seen yet. Yeah. Okay. But we don't know what commandeering or the rest of them are, because we only want to see this preparation there. Yeah. No, we just seen Struggle. Yeah, okay, so Struggle's the one from Finn. Okay. So we've also seen Struggle. I'm just trying to see if there's a specific reason why we would do that one as opposed to this one. Because this one gives Aries page. News page. Okay, so yeah, commandeering. So it's like a combination of Aerie, Youth, and Finn is what this one is. That's almost what's like commandeering, You're Too Slow, and then Struggle from him. Time for a Little Test from Aerie. Feeling Good. Yeah, it's a combination of all. Okay, that's interesting. So if possible, it'd be better to burn if we know what we're looking for. The specific books here. Dodge and Strike, Thrust, Wall Up, Preemptive Strike, Wall Up, Preemptive Strike, Quickness. So there's some basic cards that follow all of them as well. Thrust, Wall Up, Preemptive Strike, Quickness, Dodge and Strike, Thrust, Wall Up, Preemptive Strike, Quickness, and Preparation. Yeah, so it's the only differences are those two cards and the story cards. Commandeering, Enter Too Slow, Time for Little Test, and Feel Good. But everything else is the same as the others. Okay, so can we burn like that? How's that work? Let's see. Okay. And we didn't get any of the story pages, so we'll have to burn one of each again. Matter of principle, trying to get Eunice and Aries pages, right? But that means we'll have to go back and Finn to get their pages again. If we do that. So we did get their personal cards, so that's pretty good. Commentary. Okay, so we'll do those cards. I should have looked at that when we did that, but commandeering. On use, give rolling protection to all allies next scheme. Okay. And it's got some pretty good damage. 12 damage maybe. Plus some shielding, plus protection on all allies. Okay. That seems pretty good. Commandeering. 11, 13, and 10. So yeah, that could replace Wall Up. That could replace Wall Up if we wanted to. Although it seems like a rare card, so that could be dangerous to find or difficult to find. Time for a Little Test. On Clash Win, lower max value of opponent's next die by 3. And it does 7 damage. Maybe. Okay. What were the other ones? You're Too Slow. On Flash Wind, add 2 power to the next die. On hit, inflict 2 fragile next scene. Take additional damage. Okay. I feel like there was another one, but I can't feel good, right? On hit, inflict fragile on next scene. So she's got those fragile cards, it looks like. Makes sense. So it would be kind of nice to get some more common cards. Another question is, how does that work with you? Okay, so all the cards are shared across all things. Okay, so so if I want to play with her, I would have to empty their libraries and I could switch it over to her if I wanted to. But again, I'm not sure about the purpose of that. Because if we obtain whatever book she's looking for, it's okay, right? As long as we obtain whatever book she's looking for. But I'd like some more commentary. That would be nice. At the very least, if we get the pages, that'll be good. And we got Aries page at least, okay, that's good. So I'll give R the other commentary. So we each have one commentary. Credenza, books, Bernard, Aries page. Aries page. You have lots of things to prepare before you can jump into the fixer business. Starting with choosing equipment, you'll need clothes to protect your bodily accessories, etc. But before any of that, body augmentation comes first. There's no point having masterful skills with fancy equipment if your body can't keep up, you know? And training hard isn't going to do it. There's a limit to training your body, and the fittest body is still no match for mechanical prosthetics or bionic organs. You gotta be able to keep your body intact to do anything, so you're pretty much forced to spend a fortune on it. There's a ton of methods to enhance your body. Exoskeletons, bionic surgeries, nano tattoos, prosthetic body parts, you name it. Deciding what workshop tech to employ is up to preference and purpose. Some would want insane muscular strength that could let them carry a powerful one-handed, and others would want ludicrous speed, quick enough to skip over multiple blocks in a split second. It's so diverse I could go on forever. You need any ability, they've got you covered. The only hurdle is money. In the city, money is what gives you power. That's why the first thing we notice when we assess our foes is how much they've spent on their bodies. Oh, of course, some technologies patented by closed groups like certain syndicates or rings are hard to get your hands on even if you have all the cash in the world. That makes sense, you know, corporate secrets and all that. Just look at me though. It took a teensy little procedure for me to lift this humongous weapon with one hand. This is the kind of power you can get. You see, body augmentation is more of a necessity than an option these days, so you'll want to study up on that. You don't want to stay a weakling when everyone else is getting their augmentations. Now, do you? That is a fair point. And something else, let's look at her key page. So she's only got 42 health as well. Everything else looks pretty much the same. Boosts the max value of defensive dice by 3 at a 25% chance, so she's a defensive person. I think I will stay with a use office feature, honestly. Okay, so we still don't have Yoon's page, but that's a rare one. I think I will go ahead and burn some of Yoon's office books, Book of Office, just to see if maybe we get lucky, because that kind of seems to be what the point is. Because we can still get it due to how it works. It's just a little bit harder because there's more options there to get that we don't want. Pretty much. Oh, there we go. News page. Very good. We didn't get any of the struggle yet. I'm going to go ahead and save the Good News Office, I think, for invitation. Because we still haven't seen that, and that can be our new one. We could just go Book of Finn and get some more of these specifically, but I want to do that, so... Religion, books, news office, news page. Finn was bungling in many ways. He had no talent. He refused to take modification procedures. All he armed himself with was a tiny weapon. I didn't precisely dislike him, though. They say a delicate person like him is nothing short of pathetic here, but he had passion regardless, and he was going to be our colleague from now on. Besides, it's not too common to see such a passionate fellow in this ruling mess of a city. He was an interesting one. Then why did I exploit him? Exploit is a rather harsh word to describe it, if you ask me. A sloppy kid like him would have gotten killed anyway, abducted in the back streets and fading away while witnessing his innards getting ripped from his body. And that's one of the tamer examples I could give. In this city, worse things are happening here and there on a daily basis. If he didn't die there, he could have faced a much more terrible fate somewhere else. Isn't that right? Never mind. This is all but rationalization. Think what you want. Okay, so what's his key page like? Oh, he's got 3 more health, okay. And he's got more speed. He's got more speed. That could be very important. Because he's guaranteed to not get a 1. He's going to get 2, 3, or 4 instead of a 1, 2, 3, or 4. Boost the max value of the fade dice by 3. Okay. That could be good if we wanted to start evading, but I'm a little more offensively focused than that, but still. Getting the better could be good. So we'll have to empty the bookshelves so we can carry the pages over. And then it's commandeering, gut harvesting, and Walla? Was it? No, it's Fillet Strikes. And then 2 Wallas because we don't have enough commandeering, right? Okay, key page. And we only have 1 use page, so we can't switch her to use page, right? Okay. So we actually kind of need 2 use pages if we want to do that, aren't we? That's something else to think about, I suppose. Interesting. Interesting how they're doing this. I kind of like it. It makes you think a little bit more, which normally I don't like, but it is what it is. Okay. So I'm not sure. I'm assuming whatever book she wants us to obtain, if we obtain it in Peter, it'll be okay, right? Probably. Probably. Okay, that being said, I will have to head on for now. We can figure that out at a later time. Specifically 2 or 3 hours from now. Hopefully it won't take that long, but with my grandpa, he's a boomer and he moves at his own pace for sure. Not that I have much room to talk, because I tend to as well, but we will be back in about 2 or 3 hours to continue Library of Ruina, so maybe I'll see you then. If not, stay safe, friends.